Hey everyone, and welcome to another video of NRL Tips. This is the NRL Season 2024 Round 8 Tips and Predictions. This is the NRL Round, so the schedule of games will slightly be different from its usual fixtures, so please take note of that as we dive in. The first game of the round will have the 10th place Warriors versus the last place Titans at Go Media Stadium in New Zealand on Thursday afternoon. The Warriors have won 3 of their last 5 games, have lost 1 and ended up in drawing 1 game. They were switched off from their usual type of footy last week, with many ill disciplines and uncharacteristic errors, which ultimately cost them a huge defeat at the hands of the Dragons. On the other hand, the Titans are still searching for their first win of the season. In their last 2 games, they came really close to winning both games but let them slip away. I'm sure they will be frustrated and will be expected to come back even stronger this week. The Warriors will be boosted by the inclusion of Dylan Walker this week, whereas the Titans are expected to go into this round with the same squad that they've played last week. Currently, the Warriors are considered the favorites to win at $1.25 and the Titans came in at $4. This will be a danger game for the Warriors, but I think they will be able to hold on to win this one at home by at least 1 to 12 points. The second game of the round will be the 9th place Dragons versus the 11th place Roosters at Allianz Stadium in Sydney, also on Thursday afternoon. The Dragons won 3 of their last 5 games and are playing some really good footy at the moment. They were unstoppable against the Warriors last week, thrashing them 30 points to 12. On the other hand, the Roosters will come into this game with 3 losses and 2 wins in their last 5 games. The Roosters always put on strong performances, but seems to fall short on several occasions, like their 6-point loss to Storm last week. However, they will be getting some reinforcement this week with the return of Sam Walker in the halves and Dominic Young at the wing. The Dragons are injury-free during their last game, so they are expected to play their same 17 this week. The Roosters are considered the favorites to win this game at $1.50, while the Dragons came in behind at $2.15. This will be another tough one to predict, and I won't be surprised if the Dragons pull up an upset, but I think the Roosters can hold on to win this one by at least 1 to 12 points. The third game of the round will be the 2nd place Storms versus the 16th place Rabbitohs at Amy Park in Melbourne on Thursday night. The Storm only lost 1 of their last 5 games and are currently on a winning streak with 3 straight wins so far. The Storms haven't been playing their best footy yet, but somehow keep on winning games. On the other side, the Rabbitohs has only 1 win this season. The Rabbitohs will be returning fresh from the bye and will be joined by Damien Cook and Jai Arrow this week. The Storms are considered the favorites with $1.20, while Rabbitohs come in at $4.50. This will be an easy win for the Storms, but I think the Rabbitohs will give them a challenge. So I'll just go with Storms to win by 1 to 12 points. The 4th game of the round will be the 5th place Seagulls versus the 14th place Eels at Pines Park Stadium in Sydney on Friday night. Out of the last 5 games, Eagles have won 2, lost 2 and drawn 1. And Eagles been playing some good footy since the inclusion of Brooksy at 5'8". And I believe his combination with DC and Tommy will continue to grow as they get more game time together. On the other hand, the Eels only won 2 of their last 5 games, and their last week loss to Dolphins was quite embarrassing. Dylan Brown has yet to find its rhythm in the halfback and must be quick. Ethan Sanders will make his NRL debut at 5'8" in place of Dejan Arce, who is injured last week. With such a huge loss, we expect some reshuffle in the squad, and right so, we'll see the recall of Micah Sivo, Kalma Tulangi, Brandon Hans, and for the first time this year, we'll see Micah Hesse, Makatoa all coming in this week. The Eagles will also welcome back Nathan Brown and Josh Aloha. At the moment, the Eagles are considered the favorites to win at $1.34, while Eels at $3.30. This is a tricky one to choose, but I'll go with the home team to win by at least 1 to 12 points. The fifth game of the round will see the 13th place West Tigers versus the 6th place Broncos at Campbelltown Sports Stadium in Sydney on Saturday afternoon. The West Tigers only won 2 of their last 5 games, which includes 3 straight losses in their last 3 games. However, they have been playing some really high quality footy this season. The Broncos won 3 of their last 5 games, and last week they destroyed the Raiders even with few of their key players out. This week they will welcome back the captain Reynolds along with Payne Haas, Piakura, Marina and others, but will lose Ezra Mem and Selvin Kobo, who suffered injuries towards the end of the game against the Raiders. The Broncos are considered the favorites to win at $1.24 and the Tigers are at $4.10. I think the Broncos will win this one well by at least 13 plus points. The 6th game of the round will see the 8th place Cowboys take on the 4th place Panthers at Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville. The Cowboys won 2 of their last 5 games, while the Panthers have only lost 1 game in their last 5. The Panthers are considered the favorites to win at $1.32, while the Cowboys came in at $3.40. Nathan Cleary is set to make his return this round, so expect Panthers to be back at their full strength. For this one, I think the Panthers will win well by 13 plus points. The 7th game of the round will have the 3rd place Dolphins versus the 15th place Knights at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane on Sunday afternoon. The Dolphins won 4 of their last 5 games, while the Knights only won 2 of their last 5. The Dolphins are considered the favorites to win by $1.45, while the Knights came in at $2.75. The Knights will be without Kalen Ponga due to injury, so for this one I think the Dolphins will win this one at home by at least 1 to 12 points. The final game of the round will see the 7th place Raiders versus the 1st place Sharks at the GIO Stadium in Canberra, also on Sunday afternoon. The Raiders only won 2 of their last 5 games, while the Sharks won 4 of their last 5. The Sharks are considered the favorites to win at $1.45, while the Raiders came in at $2.75. There is a huge blow for the Raiders as they will be without their halfback Jamal Fogarty due to injury to his bicep. Even though the Raiders are underdogs, they have a good winning record at home. So I will take a leap of faith with my Raiders at home to win by 1 to 12. You don't have to follow me on this one. The Sharks do have a huge possibility of winning this game. So whatever you feel that it makes sense to you, you go with those tips. Otherwise, you can do your own adjustment to them. I think this concludes our tipping for this week. Thank you for watching all the way till the end. As always, gamble responsibly. Good luck with your tips this week.